Picture this, me in a suit on Wall Street. Yeah, that was me, living the dream, big city, big money, big ambitions, but something was missing. I felt empty, like a boat adrift at sea. Sure, I had outward success, but inside I was lost. It all came to a head one night in my fancy apartment. Standing there, surrounded by stuff, I felt utterly alone. That's when it hit me. This wasn't the life I was meant for. There had to be more. This realization was terrifying and exhilarating at the same time. It was like a wake-up call from my soul. This wasn't about religion, though I respected it. This was about something deeper, a connection to something bigger than myself, a yearning for purpose and meaning beyond the material world. The thing about spirituality is it's not one size fits all. It's about your unique journey, your connection to something greater. It's about understanding yourself, the world, and your place in it. It's about seeking truth and meaning wherever you find it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Spirituality, that's for hippies and gurus, right? Wrong. Spirituality is for everyone. It's not about escaping the world. It's about engaging with it more deeply and meaningfully. It's about finding peace within, even amidst chaos. It's about living with intention, purpose, and joy. So, what exactly is spirituality? It's a word that gets thrown around a lot, often shrouded in mystery and misconception. Some picture incense-filled rooms and chanting monks. Others think of crystals, tarot cards, and all things mystical. While these can be aspects of spiritual practices, they don't define spirituality itself. Spirituality, at its core, is about connecting with something bigger than yourself. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all things. It's about seeking meaning and purpose in life and aligning your actions with your values. One of the biggest misconceptions about spirituality is that it requires you to be a certain way, to renounce material possessions, live in isolation, or follow a strict set of rules. But that's simply not true. Spirituality is deeply personal and looks different for everyone. There's no right or wrong way to be spiritual. You don't have to live in an ashram or wear robes to be spiritual. You can be a CEO, a teacher, a parent, an artist, or anything in between. Spirituality is about integrating your inner world with your outer world, living a life that is authentic and aligned with your values. Another myth is that spirituality is about escaping from reality, seeking solace in a world of illusions. But true spirituality is not about denial or avoidance. It's about facing life's challenges with courage and resilience, drawing strength from within. It's about acknowledging the good and the bad, the light and the shadow, and finding meaning in both. It's about embracing your vulnerability, your imperfections, and your humanity, and recognizing that these are not weaknesses but strengths. It's about constantly evolving, growing, and becoming the best version of yourself. Now, let's talk about something that's close to all of our hearts: mental health. We live in a world obsessed with outward success. But what about inner peace? The truth is, our mental well-being is just as important as our physical health. And guess what? Spirituality can play a huge role in finding that inner balance. Think of spirituality as a sanctuary for your mind. In the midst of life's storms, it offers a place of calm, a refuge from the constant chatter of the outside world. It's about turning inward, connecting with yourself on a deeper level, and finding that still, small voice within. When we neglect our spiritual needs, it's like trying to run a marathon without ever stopping to rest or refuel. Ever notice how stress can manifest physically? Headaches, fatigue, insomnia, these are all signs that our minds and bodies are out of whack. Spirituality offers tools to manage this stress, to find that elusive peace we all crave. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and prayer, while different in their approach, all aim to quiet the mind and cultivate a sense of inner peace. They help us become more aware of our thoughts and emotions without judgment, and to develop a more compassionate relationship with ourselves. This in turn can lead to reduced anxiety, improved focus, and a greater sense of well-being. Studies have shown that these practices have tangible benefits for mental health. For a long time, science and spirituality were seen as separate, even opposing forces. But that's changing. More and more researchers are exploring the connection between our inner and outer worlds, and the results are fascinating. Studies on mindfulness, for example, have shown its effectiveness in reducing symptoms of depression, anxiety, and even chronic pain. The power of the mind-body connection is undeniable. When we cultivate inner peace and well-being, it ripples outward, impacting our physical health, our relationships, and our overall quality of life. Researchers are using brain imaging techniques to understand what happens in the brain during meditation, prayer, and other spiritual practices. Theories and studies are important, but real stories truly touch our hearts. I've met people from all walks of life who've experienced the transformative power of spirituality. Their stories remind me why this journey is so important. Sarah, a young woman, battled severe anxiety. Medication helped, but discovering meditation was key. Slowly, she experienced moments of stillness and peace. David, a successful entrepreneur, felt empty despite his success. These stories, each unique and powerful, weave together a tapestry of transformation. They show us that spirituality isn't about reaching some distant peak of enlightenment, but about taking small, consistent steps toward inner peace and wholeness. I remember Emily, a single mother, struggling to raise 2 kids on her own. Life had thrown her curveballs, leaving her feeling overwhelmed and defeated. One day she stumbled upon a local community garden. As she dug her hands into the soil, tending to the plants, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. Connecting with nature became her sanctuary, her way of recharging and finding solace amidst the chaos of daily life. And then there was John, a man who'd spent years battling addiction. He'd hit rock bottom, lost everything, and felt utterly hopeless. These stories are just a glimpse into the myriad ways spirituality can transform lives. They remind us that the path to inner peace isn't a one-size-fits-all, but a deeply personal journey of self-discovery. It's about finding what resonates with you, what brings you joy, what connects you to something larger than yourself. Maybe it's through meditation, finding stillness in the midst of chaos. Maybe it's through prayer, connecting with a higher power and seeking guidance. Maybe it's through spending time in nature, feeling the awe and wonder of the natural world. Or maybe it's through acts of service, extending compassion to others, and making a difference in the world. The path is yours to create. Let's be real. The path to spiritual growth isn't always smooth sailing. It's more like navigating a jungle. Exhilarating, yes, but with its share of thorns and tangled vines. There will be moments of doubt, times when you question everything, including yourself. You might wonder, is this all just a bunch of hocus pocus? Am I fooling myself? These doubts are natural. They're part of the journey. Don't shy away from them. Embrace them. Question everything. Challenge your own beliefs. It's through this process of questioning and seeking that you solidify your own understanding and find what truly resonates with you. Remember, spirituality isn't about blindly following dogma. Now, you might encounter some folks who scoff at the very idea of spirituality. They might call it woo-woo or new age nonsense. They might say it's all in your head. And you know what? They might be right in a way, because spirituality is, in essence, a deeply personal experience. It's about connecting with something intangible, something that can't be measured or quantified. But here's the thing. Just because something can't be scientifically proven doesn't mean it's not real or valid. Love, compassion, hope, these are all intangible qualities that have a profound impact on our lives, yet we don't dismiss them as mere figments of our imagination. Spirituality is no different. It's about tapping into a different kind of knowing, a deeper wisdom that resides within each of us. One of the biggest challenges on the spiritual path is learning to let go of control. We live in a world that values certainty, predictability, and having all the answers. But spirituality invites us to embrace the unknown, to be comfortable with uncertainty. It's about trusting the journey, even when we can't see the path ahead. This can be scary for sure. It requires surrendering to something bigger than ourselves, having faith in something we can't fully grasp. But it's in this surrender that we find true freedom. Think of it like surfing. You can't control the waves, but you can learn to ride them. As we've journeyed together, exploring the depths of spirituality and its impact on our lives, one thing is clear. This isn't a destination, but a continuous, ever-evolving journey of self-discovery. It's about peeling back the layers, shedding old beliefs, and embracing the unknown with courage and an open heart. The path may twist and turn, leading us through valleys of doubt and up mountains of insight. There will be moments of profound connection where the universe seems to whisper its secrets, and times when we feel lost and alone, questioning everything we thought we knew. But that's the beauty of it all. It's in these moments of uncertainty, of questioning and seeking, that we truly grow. Imagine a world where everyone embraced their own spirituality, where compassion and understanding replaced judgment and fear. A world where inner peace wasn't a luxury, but a birthright, where we recognized the interconnectedness of all beings and lived in harmony with ourselves, each other, and the planet. This might sound idealistic, but I truly believe it's possible. It starts with each of us, with our own individual journeys of self-discovery and spiritual growth. As we cultivate inner peace, compassion, and gratitude within ourselves, we radiate those qualities outwards, influencing our families, communities, and the world at large. Think of it like a pebble dropped into a still pond. So, my friend, I invite you to embark on this journey of spiritual exploration. The journey begins right here, right now, in the stillness of your own heart. Start by taking a few deep breaths, feeling the air fill your lungs. Connect with the present moment, letting go of worries and anxieties.